Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on my Providence experience, or my Providence experiment I should say, and we're actually moving into phase 2. So here you can see I'm in the station in SS Gamma, which is very close to Providence, but it's still in high 6, so this is completely safe. And I've moved some assets in here just so that I can always bounce back from a major setback in 06. So I've got a mining ship. Whoops, alright, I got a mining ship, I got a good exploration ship, I've got an extra battleship that I can bring in, a couple stealth bombers, a breacher for PvP, and a few transport ships. So this has really been like the backup here, fully safe, fully ready. I could just try to get back into it if in case I would just lose everything. That's pretty much the first thing that I had set up in phase 1 like 2 weeks ago. Now last week I did not play in Providence. The reason for that is I had some other stuff to do. A big one was I did some cleaning up in my assets. So I sold some stuff that I really didn't have use for anymore and that I'd just kept like just in case. I also consolidated my mineral stocks. I have 4.5 billion ISK in minerals ready. Of course I was hoping to see citadels this year already. So right now I will also keep a very close eye on the mineral market just to make sure that well, if the bottom would start to drop out, I could still sell for a really big profit, because I did buy a lot at the right time. And then the real guilty one is the one that I'm warping to now. It was the POS. The POS was still in Iona and it was working on a few longer jobs that only finished late last week, and so I decided, well, I want to let them run out. They've been going for a little bit already, and I don't want to waste that time that was already invested in them. But that was done, and so I moved the POS here in Dital, which is just one jump out of Providence space, and very close to UI Federation space where I have my assets. And so this is going to be phase 2 of my Providence experience. Phase 1 was just explore it a little bit, see what's possible. Is it possible for someone alone or to remain independent and have some activity in Nulsec? It is. So I got a battleship there, I got a mining ship there, I got a couple PvP ships there. I was good to go. I explored it a little bit. Now my phase 2 is going to be try to improve the quality of the stuff that I've got there. But then what I really wanted to do later on is right here, start producing things from the minerals that I mine there, and bring that to the market in Providence, so that I can supply them with ships, weapons, munitions, pretty much anything that they can possibly need, and then slowly start to build up to better blueprint originals, depending on what I see is really needed in Providence space. I think, of course, a lot of alliances have their own manufacturing going on, but there are a lot of independent groups there, so I actually think that there's a lucrative market to be found in Providence space. And so right now I have a small ship assembly array. I've got a reprocessing array, just because I do sometimes mine here, and then I can get all the high-sec minerals, including which one is it? Let me quickly go for the market, because I can't remember the name right off the top of my head right now, including Noxium. You can get that from right here in the system, and then of course I can get the Zydrine and the Megasite from Nulsec space as well. So this should allow me to completely independently work on producing stuff for Providence. And then I also have like an ammunition assembly array. Missiles are often used in ratting ships, so I think that's pretty good. Drone assembly array as well for some drones. And here we've got an equipment assembly array, which is going to focus mostly on the construction of rigs, because the salvage in the Nulsec space in Providence is pretty damn good, and we should be able to get a little bit of a profit out of producing rigs for Providence. So that's really the reason why last week I was not playing in Providence. Now I'm heading off there. I'll show you guys what I've gathered in the Providence system itself. I will never show like a intelligence challenge or stuff like that, but I don't want to go with like a big black bar that hides half the screen. So local, I think, is fair game. You know, if you don't want something to be seen, then you wouldn't post it in local. And so at most, if it's requested by people from Providence, I could hide the chat so that they can't see like a name of the Intel channel, if that's really a big problem. But otherwise, let's go to K1Y here. Otherwise, I'm hoping to actually stay independent enough so that I don't give out intelligence that I shouldn't, without having to censor part of my screen here, because I really did not like the black bar sitting there on top of the chat channels, the local chat, and then some of these anomalies. I just want to be able to show you guys what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, in full flavor. So yeah, let's just quickly head over to K1Y here. This is Providence space. The time, it's actually pretty early, so it's not that busy. I'm also slowly learning all of the Providence allies, so all the alliances in Proviblock, setting them blue, so that I have a better idea of who I definitely should leave alone, or want to support. And I'm also slowly working up a group of reds that tend to come in the UI Federation systems. But the first plan now is to try and find some goods that I can produce and sell here for a profit. And after that, to slowly expand in two ways, to expand to better and more expensive blueprints. At the moment, really not risking anything in that boss. It's just like some missile blueprints, some drone blueprints, and I think one frigate blueprint, something like that. So value-wise, it's really not a big deal. But if it goes well, you know, I want to get into cruisers, maybe battle cruisers. I'm sure that oracles, for instance, is something that would constantly be in demand, and you could sell that for a premium here. And then, of course, also try to expand to other parts of Providence, not only your Live Federation space. So that's basically the plan I'm working on now, and all of that in anticipation of citadels, and thus being able to provide goods and services for Providence, supporting them while remaining independent. That's really what's most important to me. It's a personal preference. But I don't want to step in an alliance. I want to stay independent. I want to go incorporated to... let's just go straight to the station, I think. There are some rats here on the gate. I could quickly come and take care of them. A couple battleships could be good. But yeah, I want us to remain independent so that I can do what I want, when I want, how I want it. I don't have to follow like an alliance that deploys somewhere. I don't have to join fleets. I don't have to join operations. I can just do my own thing, and that's really what it's all about for me at the moment. And yeah, the plan is go a bit the industrialist route, try and provide some things for the UI Federation and for Providence. Here you can see the ship hangar, so obviously I've got the battleship for the anomalies, which I still need to refit in a better fit. I got the Myrmidon for clearing out belt rats, a couple of PvP ships, I've got that ready, and then I've got a mining ship and a transport ship. So here the venture here, honestly, with the full boost that you can get from the fleets here, it's already worth it, and it will easily help you to earn something like a retriever and then just go from there. So phase 2, it's going to be about expanding, but the major focus, I would say, is going to be on trying to find industrial niches, stuff to make for Providence, and make myself useful in that way, while of course remaining independent. Now let's quickly go over there, clean out those rats for the locals, and well, I'll just ignore the K1Y for now. I'll risk it, you know, if we end up with a fight at the gate, why the hell not? And that's fine by me. Because as you've seen also, I have an extra battleship in reserve that could handle the anomalies as well, if need be. So I'm definitely willing to lose 100% of the assets that I've brought in Providence at the moment. And I'm hoping that the industrial activity will just help me build more redundance, get a bit more of the assets that I want in here, but just slowly building it up, trying to keep it organic, not just going and investing all of my skin in or something like that. Just see how it works out. And yeah, bringing the boss in closer was obviously the next thing that I did want to do, because we have a decent amount of like really small blueprints ready, but I think that we can already provide Providence with some good goods and make a profit out of that. So rigs especially, I think, can be pretty nice. And here they are. Awesome. So yeah, as I said, rigs can be pretty nice. There's also mining supplies that's obviously used quite a bit here, and then we also have, let's go, like frigates or maybe cruisers. That is what I need to figure out, is what is used a lot, what is lost a lot. Let's see who they're firing at first. Yeah, my ogres are just straight up missing the frigates, but that's okay. Let's just take care of the battleships here first with the drones, and then in fact I should be able to, if I go like this, try and catch them. If I can web them, then alright, some pretty good hits going already with the missiles here against the frigate, so that should not be a big problem. You're next. Take that. That's right, good volleys, and then these guys, they will go down. But that will be, let's see, 1 million, yeah, almost 2 million in bounties, just from a couple of rats that are sitting at the gate. That's definitely not too bad. And I still have pretty much my whole armor buffer ready here. If I do get dropped now, we'll have a nice little fight. But it doesn't tend to happen that often in my experience. I mean, you have to keep an eye on the intel channels on local. You do want to join a fleet, just because they will give you a heads up as well. But it's been very doable just to PvE and earn a little bit of money out here in Providence so far. And so I'm looking to expand my activity. So there we go, Mutant Lord. Take that. I can return these guys, do a reload here. We'll redock at the station. And yeah, that's just like that. Couple million earned again. Was not going to pass up that opportunity. I'll quickly come back here, pick up the loot and salvage that as well, I guess, just to keep things clean. But that's going to be it, guys. A little bit of an update on the Providence experiment. I didn't stop, but I just had some stuff to do outside of Providence to get ready for phase 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.